Hello everyone. So in this video, you are going to learn about different data types in JavaScript. So many programming languages, they have the same kind of data. When it comes to data types, integer for full number and floating point for decimal places, and then for string and character, string data type, Boolean data types. So those are the general data types that is normally used in any programming language. But in JavaScript, there is no much variation between the whole number and then decimal number. So whether it is whole number or decimal number, the data type that it is going to be defined is number. Okay. So integer or float, it will be defined as data number as a data type. And for 0 and 1, whether it is yes or no or true or false or 0 or 1, any kind of binary type of data, it will be termed as Boolean in programming language. So in JavaScript, the Boolean will be specified as true or false, and then string for text. Okay, and if for any undefined, any unassigned or undeclared variable, that will have the data type called undefined data type. If it is empty, then it will be termed as null data type. So we'll see it one by one. I will explain it in the IDE. So as I told you, you can always use any kind of web browser to run JavaScript file. So if you use Google, Control-Shift-J, if you type it, you can open the console for JavaScript where you can just try to run the code in JavaScript that will execute it. Okay. So first we'll see what are the different type of data types that we are seeing. So first we'll see the how to know what kind of data type that we are dealing with in JavaScript. So many programming languages require you to define the type period you're going to use. When you define a variable, you have to specify what kind of variable that you're going to use, because based on that only the memory space will be allocated. So in C++ and Java and all, if you're going to use integer, then you have to specify, you have to declare the variable as integer. Based on that, memory space will be allocated. Those languages are called strict data type languages. So but Python and JavaScript, these languages are called loosely typed languages, that you don't need to define the data type. You don't need to declare the data type before when you declare a variable. Whatever you have, you can always change the variable, because it gives the option for you to change the variable data type of the variable anytime. Let me explain it here. For example, you have a variable called, you're defining a variable called x, and you're saying the x is 10. Okay, so if you want to know about the data type of that variable that you have used, you can use the operator called type of and pass this parameter x to that, and then it will say the data type is number. As I told you, JavaScript does not deal it as separate as integer and float. It just keeps it as number. Okay. And since JavaScript is loosely typed language, you can always change that x to any time. So you can say x will become hello. If you say x equal to hello, then you can change the data type from number to string. So if you want to know the type of this, then you can simply use the type function where it will say this is of string type. And as I told you, it can also handle the Boolean data type, right? So Boolean data type. So we'll see that Boolean data type later on. First, let's deal with the number. Okay. So like any language, it can support two numeric data type, whether it is integer or floating point, but it will just deal it as number. So let's see it with some other example. We say creating a variable. As I told you, you have to use the var keyword to specify a variable. So the variable is price. This is integer variable that I just defined the value as 1500. And then I have another variable and I name it as count. Okay, that is count is equal to 10. That is also again integer variable. So if I want to type total, this variable count will replace the value. The count is 10, so that will be replaced with that. And the price will be, variable will be replaced with 1,500. And this is called string concatenation. We'll explain it later. But when you enter it, it will just say 10 laptops of worth 1,500 cost 15,000. Okay. So this is how JavaScript deals with the numbers. So it just take integer or floating point, anything, it will just take it as it is. Okay, this is how you can use numbers in JavaScript. This is how you can define variables with numbers. So now let's see what is Boolean. So in JavaScript, Boolean is defined with the string true or false. Each language has its own way to specify it. In JavaScript, to specify the Boolean value, you have to exactly use this term. Okay, for example, let's say that we have new two variables, new customer and contractor rates. Let's use it in console. Okay, so this one Boolean value true, and for this variable Boolean value is false. So let's see how we can use this. So as I told you before in the previous chapter, document.write will help you to write anything in the web page, in the browser page. Okay, so by using the document.write, I'm going to use these variables and see what is getting printed. Okay, so you can see since the new customer variable assigned with the true Boolean and contractor rates, the Boolean value false. And then when I'm typing it, when I'm printing it in the web page, new customer, the variable value is assigned with true, and the contractor rate that is assigned with the variable false. So these are called Boolean values, Boolean variables. So one kind of data type. So we have seen numbers and then Boolean. Next, we are going to see how JavaScript deals with the string. To specify the string, you have to use either single quotation or double quotation. You have to specify that string or set of characters inside the single quotation or double quotation. It's same for most of the languages, and even in Python, if you want to specify the string, you have to simply put it inside single or double quotation. But if you start with single, you have to end with single quotation. If you start with double quotation, you have to end with double quotation. For example, let me try this in JavaScript console. Document.write, it just will print out, it's a h1 heading, and this will get printed as a paragraph, and this one will get printed as paragraph. And here I'm specifying a variable. This is a string variable because I put it inside the double quotation. And this one day is again another string variable. Here I put it in the single quotation. So if I start it with double quotation, you have to end it with double quotation. If you end it with single, it will throw error. Okay. So here, since it is variable, the speaker, whatever value is assigned with the speaker, that will get typed. You can see it here. Document.write, I have specified the speaker, the variable, string variable, and the value will get replaced there. Okay, so this is how JavaScript will deal with string. The next thing that you're going to learn is string concatenation. String concatenation is nothing but combining different data types together. Okay, so let me explain it with some example. So here I have a variable, string variable called Honolulu, and location, another variable that is also string. And here I'm just combining this string, this variable along with this. So this is called string concatenation. When I print it, so let me explain it with this the previous example that I have explained before. In this example, you can see, as I have already explained, this is these are integers, and this one is total just displays the integer along with the string. So here I'm just replacing the variable with the value. So this is called string concatenation. So wherever I have this variable name, the variable name will be replaced with the value. So this is called string concatenation. You can just replace it with any kind of, it could be Boolean, it could be string, or it could be anything. Simply by using this plus operator, you can just combine different data types, variables, and literals together. This is called string concatenation. So the next thing that you're going to see is escape character. Escape character is it tells the compiler or interpreter that it's a special character that has a special purpose. For example, let's try to print it's beautiful day in console like this. So x equal to it's beautiful day. See, so when I try to, I am just assigning this it's beautiful day, that particular string as string variable to x. And when I use this, it just throw the error because it says that the single quotation does not read the single quotation as it is. When you try to type it's beautiful day with this single quotation as it is, we cannot type it as we can do it in either way. One way you can use you can differentiate the quotation. You can say it's beautiful day. You can differentiate that quotation. So you can start with the double quotation. You can use the single quotation for its. Or else if you need to use the same quotation for both, then you have to use the escape character, then quotation, then okay, now also it doesn't throw the error. So this is called escape sequence. So escape sequence is something like special character that has a specific meaning. So slash, now most of the programming languages has the same escape character with the same meaning. Mostly slash t means new tab, and slash n means new line, slash s means backslash for this kind of giving new meaning for a character, that is slash. Okay, so this is called escape character. So in the next video, I'm going to explain about the operator. So in this video, we just covered different data types: numbers, Boolean, string, and undefined is like if you're not using any. For let me explain undefined. For example, here I'm saying y. I'm not assigning any value to the y. I'm just saying some variable y. Say a. So for example, let's say that we have a variable called y. We are not specifying what is it is. If this is undeclared variable, doesn't have any values. Now, like this unassigned or undeclared variable will be specified as undefined. And if I say variable y equal to null, that is also, if you don't assign any value, so it is undefined. Okay, so those are the different data types that JavaScript deals. So next video, we're going to learn about operators in JavaScript. Thank you.